Los Angeles Coliseum, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCONN Huskies, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and will get this game going. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Trojans offense will get first crack at it here. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate, almost
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Rides the back and leaves it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now the play fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Mayaba. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds his tight end.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Guys, for just a second, let's talk about UConn. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
Using his legs, it's Edwards. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's a draw. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. That's caught. It's Edwards. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Makes the catch. It's Lane. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They came out hot on this drive. 1 play and already near midfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Sanders. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Trojans are flying down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Finds his big tight end. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Connection to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. On the ground, it's Edwards. Powers through the defender. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The give on the counter. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. He'll pull it down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Gets the back moving. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. UConn going back to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Back to pass. It's Fagnano. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be knocked down. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. On the move, it's Sanders. Hard running there. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. He'll sneak it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
UConn 7, USC 0.
The UConn offense goes back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. There he goes! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give from the gun. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air. It's Fagnano. Here's the pressure. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
He had nowhere to go with the ball, guys. And the defense is a nickel. Great job by the DBs in coverage. No receivers open.
UConn will have to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Got a man, it's Lemon.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds a little bit of room, and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Makes the catch. It's Lemon. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Trojans are on the move. They'll send the back in motion. Grabs behind the line. It's Sanders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Wants to throw again. Grab behind the line. It's Lane. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Setting up the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the field. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got the tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half. And now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 11 over Oregon State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bell. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to our men inside the world-famous LA Coliseum.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCONN going back to work on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to pass. It's Fagnano. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
UConn will have to punt it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Finds him in by himself. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Trojans want to move quickly.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Lemon. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Makes the grab. It's Strachan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. Caught, and he's close to the 1st down on the nice pickup there. And the Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to put it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The UConn offense goes back to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some room. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. UConn will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. On the run, it's Sanders. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Holds and fires complete to the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Trojans will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. UConn going back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Bringing the heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Parker. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he drops the throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks, it's Parker. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. Power football with the run. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This UConn offense really has it going. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a tough one on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. UConn will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Extending the play. Short gain on the play before he slides. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the back. To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Now improvising. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. The sure hands, it's Limit. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Motion from the wideout. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. The Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And it'll be down right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Running to Green. Breaks into the open on the left. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Fagnano looking to the big tight end. Those two not on the same page, it's incomplete. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted, oh what a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Sanders. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Sweet cut there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Mayava. Fakes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 11 over Oregon State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure.
Turning it on! That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Scanning the field, it's Fagnano. He's got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. Pushes ahead, and he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. Third and goal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. From the gun. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, UConn! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
And it's good, and now the defense will try to hang on to this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mayava. Got him downfield. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. Looking downfield on first down. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly to the tight end. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Wants to throw again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. From the gun, running back on the move. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. UConn trying to just run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.
Number 17.
They punted away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. That's caught. It's Sanders. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.